Welcome back. This deck is called Toon Aggro. It is an updated version of my original Toon Goat deck profile. Its link can be found in the video description. The heart and soul each retro Toon deck relies upon is embodied by the continuous spell Toon World we max out on. Without it, our Toon monsters won't be able to inflict damage to the opponent. At this point, we have to distinguish between different classes of Toon monsters. Our in total 9 Toon monsters can either be assigned to Class A or Class C Toon monsters. Class A Toon monsters entail the first wave of Toon monsters that originated with Magic or Spell Ruler and starter deck Pegasus. I picked the 2 strongest powerhouses amidst all Class A Toons. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon and Toon Summon Skull that have the highest attack values among the entire first wave of Toon monsters. I start with my most favorite Toon monster of all time in regards to its looks, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. As a representative of Class A Toons, I will elaborate on how it operates. Class A Toons can't be normal summoned nor set and can only be special summoned from our hand, while Toon World is up on the field by offering 2 monsters, in case of Toon Blue Eyes, as tribute. Since the summon counts as a special summon and not as a normal tribute summon, we may utilize Scapegoat tokens as tribute material. Class A Toons cannot attack during the turn they were summoned in, which renders Soul Exchange a viable tool to use opposing monsters as tribute material, since it denies us the battle phase of our turn, within which our Toon monsters cannot attack regardless whether we use Soul Exchange as an enabler or something else as tribute material. Class A Toons, furthermore, require us to pay 500 life points every time we decide to attack with them. If Toon World is destroyed, they get destroyed as well. However, they do not require Toon World on the field to attack the opponent directly, which is their greatest strength. As long as the opponent does not control the face-up Toon monster on their side of the field, even though they might control any other monster, our Class A and C Toons can attack their life points directly. The fact that we do not need Toon World on our side for direct attacks implies we may use, say, Giant Trunade that does not destroy Toon World, meaning we can circumvent the single greatest threat our Class A Toon monsters face, the destruction of Toon World, while still being able to attack the opponent's life points directly. Toon Summon Skull has the advantage over Toon Blue Eyes that it requires merely 1 monster as tribute fodder. Its downside being it is 500 attack short of Blue Eyes stats. Toon Summon Skull is the second and last Class A Toon monster this deck features. The last Toon monster I include in this build is Toon Gemini Elf, a Class C Toon. In distinction to Class A Toons, this one does not need Toon World up on the field in order to be properly normal summoned, and yes, this implies Class C Toons can be normal summoned or set. Class C Toons, moreover, do not require 500 life points to attack, yet also face the same burden of Class A Toons in that they cannot attack the turn they were summoned in. Downside being, in contrast to Class A Toons, they require Toon World up on the field in order to commit to a direct hit to the opponent's life points. At the same time, if Toon World gets destroyed, Class C Toons will die too. This comprises a conflict between the use of Giant Trunade, when we control both a Class A and Class C Toon monster on our side of the field. One possible solution would be to apply the normal spell card Magic Reflector, that places a token on Toon World, meaning Toon World gains a layer of protection from hostile Breaker, Mystical Space Typhoon, or Heavy Storm, Dust Tornado, or the occasional Mobius. Toon Table of Contents provides our Toon Core with more consistency, that is to say, with it we can access any one of our Toon monsters or Toon World itself. As additional tribute fodder, while also granting us valuable stacks of life points, I opted to include Nimble Momonga as a 3-oath. Metamorphosis as a 1-off for the usual Scapegoat's 1000 Ice Restrict shenanigans. No Heavy Storm in here, but instead 1 Breaker and 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. One Premature Burial in order to revive any Class A toon that has been properly special summoned once beforehand. Moreover, Premature Burial synergizes perfectly with our 3 copies of Giant Trunade. 1 copy of Snatch Steal to go along with Soul Exchange shenanigans, or to simply beat down the opponent with their own monsters, or even use Metamorphosis on them. Next up is of course the Trinity, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, and Delinquent Duo. And to protect our toons from hostile trap cards, triple Royal Decree. As a side note, Shinsu would be a good addition too, and maybe 1 copy of Call of the Haunted, if one can make room for it in a 40 card sized build. That's it for this deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, your Retro Expert signing out.